The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us details of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
A pleasant evening to you and many thanks for joining us on Beetv Media News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. I am Evelyn Izibili, and now the news in details. Farmers under the Aduahan Community Tonga Farmers Association in Uwon, the local government area of Edo State, have staged a peaceful protest rejecting planned evacuation from their ancestral farmlands where they have carried out agricultural activities for over 60 years. Beetv News Temitokwe Luafemi reports that the protest was peaceful.
The farmers who operate under the All Farmers Association of Nigeria, AFAN, said they have been cultivating crops such as pineapple, plantain and garri on the forest reserve land for decades, just as they have been paying their statutory dues to the government. They maintain that the land remains their only source of livelihood and sustenance. During the peaceful protest, farmers carried placards appealing to the Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, to urgently come to their aid. They disclosed that over 400 farmers from 10 different communities are currently farming on the forest reserve, stressing that they have nowhere else to relocate to if chased away.
Please allow the people to farm. Please allow the people to farm. We are producing pineapple. We are producing plantain.
Speaking on behalf of the protesting farmers, the Edo State Chairman of the All Farmers Association of Nigeria, His Royal Highness Alhaji Bako Ibiredelu Dowo, who led the protest, commended Governor Monday Okpebholo for his developmental strides and commitment to agriculture in the state. He stated that the governor is not known for taking land from farmers, noting that he pays special attention to agricultural development. Alhaji Bako further revealed that Edo State government allocated 70 billion to agriculture in the previous year, an indication of the administration's dedication to the sector. He appealed to the government to intervene and protect the farmers, emphasizing that the farms serve as their daily source of income and contribute significantly to Edo State's status as Africa's leading pineapple producer.
The Monday Okpebholo, who have always had interest on farmers, last year he voted over 70 billion on farms. We are appealing to the government to please come to our rescue. The government should please come to our aid. The government should please do not drive my people to become criminals. This is where we get our lovely bread. This is where we take care of our children. This is where we make sure things is happening in Edo State. That is why today, Edo State is the #1 producer of pineapple in Africa. We are the highest. If those people are not here, will you count Edo State as #1? No! Will you count Edo State as #1? No! When they were giving up here, they said we should not plant palm tree, we should not plant cocoa. But today right now, some people are saying they're going to go and plant palm tree. If they are allowed to plant cocoa and palm tree, we would have flooded here with cocoa and palm tree. Yeah. So, my great people, my great farmers, we are appealing. We know the governor will give us his.
Also speaking to newsmen, one of the farmers, Mrs. Juliet Osadolo, a pineapple planting and garri farmer, explained that the land has sustained her family and others before her for over 60 years. She noted that the proceeds from the farms are used to feed their families and train their children. According to her, the farmers were compelled to protest following claims by an individual identified as Mr. Osayi Amadi, who allegedly wants to take over the land to plant palm trees. She appealed to the governor to allow them continue farming on the land.
What we want them to know is that we have been farming here for the past 60 years. Our forefathers have farmed and left this place for us. This is a place, this is our livelihood. This is the place we train our children. Without this place, there is no way we can train our children. Automatically, our children will not go on the streets. There will be robbery. They will do one evil or the other. So this is a place we are able to bring them to come and farm. Well, even if as they are farming, we train them. And this is a place we also also clothe them, do other things. With this pineapple farm we are farming, we take it to different states. We feed the state. The yam, the plantain, we need to feed the state. The cassava, as you can see, we are more than 400 farmers here. So the reason why we call for this, one person called Osaya Amadi just came. There is an investor that want to come and plant banga. Is only banga are we going to be eating, drinking in the state? No.
Other farmers at the protest echoed similar appeals, calling on Governor Monday Okpebholo to show compassion and prevent the displacement from the land they have depended on for decades. Similarly, the secretary of the Aduanha farmers appealed to the Edo State governor, describing him as a listening leader and urging him to urgently come to their rescue. The Odonwere of Aduanha community, Paul Morodio, also reiterated that the people of the community have been farming on the land for generations with the approval of the then Benden state government. In his remarks, the chairman of the Aduanha community, Tonya Farmers Association, Mr. Richardson Idemudia, appealed to the government to intervene, assuring that the farmers would continue to pay their annual dues. He warned that eviction would leave them without any means of survival.
Governor Okpebholo, we thank you, and we still begging you because we have nowhere going. So, have sympathy for so hungry, not kill us, kill our children. That is why we are begging. We know that it's a government reserve, but no, beside that, we don't have where going. We cannot go far for inside community. Now inside bush, now best in the farm.
What we want now as a body of farmers, what we want our amiable governor to do for us is that we have no power of our own. The power rests upon him. And whatever he says is binding on every citizen of this nation. And so we are begging him. We are making a passionate appeal to him that he should come to our rescue. He should come to our aid. That singular investor cannot displace over 400 farmers on this very place here.
Many people move. Government
tell us say we don't want plant banga here, rubber, cocoa, but we not plant that one. So that is why we plant pineapple farm, then yam, cassava. So that is why we did here since. So waiting at the like talk to government is that make them come help us. Because now here, we all now, we get wife, we get children when they go university, go secondary school, private, we they pay. So that is why we came here now, we not get any other office. Here is our office. Say, may God, government come help us.
Reiterating the position of the association, the Edo State Chairman of AFAN, His Royal Highness Alhaji Bako Ibire Delu Dowo Agumabasa, stated that the farmers have renewed their licenses yearly for over 60 years and were instructed not to plant cocoa or other long-term cash crops. He emphasized that the farmers are major contributors to Edo State's position as the largest producer of pineapple in West Africa. He expressed concern that allowing a single individual to displace hundreds of farmers without providing alternative farmlands could push many youths into criminal activities. Alhaji Bako also appreciated the Edo State Commissioner for Forestry, Honorable Valentine Aswen, for his swift intervention, as well as the chairman of the Forestry Commission for restoring calm and reassuring the affected communities.
60 years, their fathers have been farming here, and before they start, they wrote to the then Bender State government, and it was approved that you'll be farming here. Every year, they renew their license. As a matter of fact, they were told not to plant cocoa, palm tree, cash crop. If you see today, cassava, pineapple, yam, and let me also tell you, outside Esan, this is the second largest producer of pineapple. And that is what made Edo State #1 producer of pineapple in West Africa. Not only in Africa, in West Africa, Edo State is the largest producer of pineapple. Chairman of Commission for Forestry, Valentine Aswe, who I say God will bless, quickly intervened and said, no, let them go and take a look. Did they discuss with this community before? They said no, they did not discuss with the community. Why do you not discuss with the community? Go and take a look. That's why you see all of us are gathered today.
The association displayed official letters of approval and permits alongside receipts of revenues paid to the government over the years. The farmer, however, expressed hope that the Edo State government would look into their plight and take urgent steps to resolve the matter amicably. They reaffirmed their willingness to continue complying with all government regulations while peacefully carrying out their farming activities calling on the state authorities to protect their livelihoods and sustain the agricultural contributions that have long benefited Edo State. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for Beetv News.
In an effort to promote women's economic independence and strengthen grassroots livelihoods, the Better Life Empowerment and Care Foundation, the pet project of the Coordinator Office of the First Lady of Edo State, Mrs. Edesili Okpebolo Anani, in collaboration with the Oredo APC women leader, provided business grants to women to support and expand their enterprises. The reports.
The empowerment program, which held at Urokota Hall in Benin City, brought together women leaders, beneficiaries, and key stakeholders committed to improving the welfare of families across the state. Speaking at the ceremony, the Coordinator Office of the First Lady of Edo State, Mrs. Edesili Okpebolo Anani, reiterated the commitment of Governor Monday Okpebolo's administration to inclusive governance, noting that the governor remains a leader for all Edo people, regardless of tribe, religion, background, or political affiliation. She emphasized that true development begins at the grassroots, explaining that many women at the community level are petty traders who require financial support to grow their small-scale businesses.
The female carriers come here now, just one thing, to make sure, say, the government of today touch everybody life. No be just the people when they up, but the governor na governor for everybody. I want development not touch any the people when I don't want to say poor because they are not poor. They are not poor. But development must start from the small grassroots to come up. When one talk say they want to, I say see, enter road. No carry people when get money road. Carry people when they try to make everyday living. Empower them.
Encouraging the beneficiaries, particularly those engaged in small trades such as those selling sachet water and roasted plantain, Mrs. Anani urged them to remain focused, hardworking, and make prudent use of the funds provided. She added that the foundation remains dedicated to improving the lives of women and children across Edo State, stressing that every child's life matters and deserves care and protection.
Don't underestimate what they give you. By the time they give you small, that small when they give you, God will make them plenty for your hand. So when the chief of staff say no take and cook bush meat, this one you no go use, but the profit on top because God will give you profit. You take and cook bush meat for your husband. And we know say when you empower woman, you empower the man. You empower woman, you empower the children. You empower woman, you empower the society. You empower woman, you empower the states. Now be the very essence why our state will grow. Because these women now they make the economy of the state prosper. So for that I want to tell you thank you. For the women that wake up in the morning say that they go struggle. Somebody say na pure water business. God will multiply them. The one when they sell plantain, God will multiply them. The one when they sell puff, God will multiply them. The one when they sell dry, anything you they sell. This thing when we want give on today, God will increase them so that tomorrow you will be a blessing to another person. Our work now to make sure say, we take care of women. Our work is that. And the governor don't give us backing. Our governor are for everybody. The governor will say, if you see any opening, any gap, close it. If you see women they in need, help them, close that gap. If you see women need health care, help them, close that gap. Now, what will be governance to that? So today we don't say carry the people who don't get, carry the ones when they struggle to come up, make to empower them. Because in this state, everybody matters. And in Believe and Care, everybody here matters to us.
In a welcome address, the Oedo woman leader, Mrs. Esther Kolade Enadiahe, commended Governor Okpebolo and the Coordinator Office of the First Lady for their unwavering commitment to the welfare of Edo people. She noted that the empowerment initiative aligns with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and reflects the government's determination to uplift families and communities. Mrs. Kolade described the program as a strategic intervention aimed at enhancing the socio-economic well-being of women and urged beneficiaries to make effective and judicious use of the grants to improve their businesses and support their households.
I sincerely want to appreciate His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo, the Executive Governor of Edo State, for his commitment and dedication to Edo people's welfare, in line with Mr. President Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Also to our great mother, Mrs. Edesili Okpebholo Anani, Coordinator, Office of the First Lady of Edo State, with whom what is happening today would not have been possible. Permit me to say clearly that our mother here has applied versions of effort to ameliorate the suffering of Edo women, which every Edo resident can testify. Honestly, Her Excellency Mrs. Edesili Okpebholo Anani, practical leadership and provision for the people has brought growth into lives across the state through a pet project, Believe and Care initiative. Today being Monday, January 26, 2026, mark a great and memorable achievement for everyone who is a beneficiary of today's event. I encourage those who benefit from today's empowerment initiative to make effective and judicious use of this program. Is to improve the welfare of our people in line with the Believe and Care initiative of our great mother, Mrs. Edesili Okpebholo Anani, Coordinator, Office of the First Lady, in conjunction with the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. Finally, let it be known that this empowerment initiative program remains our major concern and continuous process, which gradually everyone will be a beneficiary.
Some of the beneficiaries, including Mrs. Patrick and Mrs. Doris Okoro, expressed heartfelt appreciation to the Coordinator, Office of the First Lady of Edo State, Mrs. Edesili Okpebholo Anani, for the financial support, describing the gesture as timely and impactful.
They are very happy. As our First Lady helped us, God will lift her higher in the name of Jesus. May your joy blessings are prosper. As we come today, we're happy. He gives us money. May we take care of our business. God will lift her higher. God will lift her, our First Lady. In Jesus' name.
Na pepper they sell for market. Now this our mama come say, may I write my name. Say our mommy won't surprise us with something. You said even as I dey talk am for house sef, they laugh me. They no even know say I go carry money reach house today. I surprise I can't reach here, can't see wetin dey happen. That our mommy surprised me with a big envelope like this, and I pray for him and his husband that God will bless them. Bless their going out, bless their coming in. Bless all the days they will stay on this seat till they finish, and bless their children in Jesus' name.
The Better Life Empowerment and Care Foundation is a pet project of Mrs. Edesili Okpebholo Anani, the Coordinator, Office of the First Lady of Edo State. Best Orator reporting for BTV News.
The Edo State National and State House of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal sitting at the High Court Complex on Supply Road, Benin City, has dismissed the petition filed by the Social Democratic Party, SDP, against the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the All Progressive Congress, APC, and Senator Joseph Ikbea. BTV News Temitupe Luafemi reports that the tribunal dismissed the petition as it lacked merit.
The tribunal, which sat on Wednesday, January 28, 2026, dismissed the petition filed by the Social Democratic Party, SDP, against the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the All Progressive Congress, APC, and Senator Joseph Ikbea in its entirety, describing it as worthless and lacking merit. In its ruling, the panel of judges held that the petition failed to establish any credible case against the respondent. Consequently, the tribunal awarded the sum of 1 million naira each as cost in favor of all the respondents. Speaking with newsmen after the judgment, counsel to INEC in the petition stated that the commission had consistently maintained that the election was free, fair and conducted in line with the provisions of the law. He described the tribunal's decision as very erudite, noting that the court thoroughly examined the issues raised by the petitioner before throwing out the case.
First respondent, INEC, in this petition, our stand was that the election was free and fair, and the court has reached a very erudite decision that it was free and fair. Our objection was upheld, and the case of the petitioner was thrown away.
Also reacting to the ruling, counsel to Senator Joseph Ikpia, Edward Ufoma Ehinore, explained that after a careful consideration of the petitioner's claims, the tribunal arrived at the conclusion that the allegations made against the respondents were baseless and unsupported by evidence.
Having looked at the petitioner's petition, vis-a-vis the respondents' response, came to a reasonable conclusion that the election was conducted peacefully and that the allegations made by the petitioners were nowhere. So, in that regard, the judges, having looked at the petition itself for lacking in merit, decided to award 1 billion naira each for the respondent against the petitioner. And that was okay by us.
The judgment effectively brings to an end the legal challenge instituted by the Social Democratic Party against INEC, the APC, and Senator Joseph Ikpia. At the time of this report, it could not be immediately ascertained if the petitioner would challenge the judgment at the Court of Appeal. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for BTV News.
The Edo State government, through its Committee on Land Restitution, has announced an extension in the collection period for offer letters under the Okeroma Community Profiling Exercise. In a public statement signed by the Secretary of the Edo State Land Restitution Committee, Dr. Abdulwasiu Oyakiri, the committee disclosed that the extension became necessary following the continued influx of beneficiaries yet to collect their offer letters for Lot A within the stipulated time frame. According to the statement, the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebolo, graciously approved the extension of the collection deadline for Lot A to Friday, January 30th, 2026. Consequently, the committee stated that the collection of acknowledgement letters for Lot B will now commence on Monday, February 2nd, 2026 and run through Friday, February 6th, 2026. Beneficiaries are expected to collect their letters during official working hours at the Ministry of Land and Housing. The committee reaffirmed that the initiative aligns with Okpebolo's commitment Why? Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima has formally welcomed Plateau State Governor Caleb Mufwang into the All Progressive Congress in Jos. The event attracted top party leaders and governors from across the country, highlighting its national significance within the ruling party. The development has been described as a major political realignment with far-reaching implications for party politics in Plateau State ahead of the 2027 general elections. The report.
It was a gathering marked by vibrant party colors and a strong political presence at the Polo Field in Jos as Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima led the national leadership of the All Progressive Congress APC to formally receive Plateau State Governor Caleb Mufwang into the ruling party alongside other political stakeholders. In his remark, the Vice President described the move as a strategic step towards strengthening unity, inclusion and development in Plateau State and the wider North Central region. He emphasized the importance of Plateau State to the APC's national agenda and assured continued federal government support. Also speaking, APC National Chairman Netwe Goshen Yiwanda assured party members of inclusiveness and unity, describing the governor's entry as a boost to the party's strength and structure in the state. Governor Mufang said his decision to join the APC was guided by the need to deepen collaboration with the federal government and accelerate development in Plateau State.
Plateau State, come 2027, the president will win Plateau State and win overwhelmingly. He will win overwhelmingly. Come 2027, Governor Caleb Mutfang, I can give you the assurance that will return you back to government house and you are going to win as a governor of Plateau State and you will win overwhelmingly.
We must stick with the president, and I want to trust God that our movement to APC today signifies that the president can rely on the North Central for votes in 2027.
Your Excellency, we have indeed seen the transformation Plateau has undergone under your leadership, and we are proud to have you on board the APC train. We welcome you with open arms. His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has assured you that your place in this party is second to none. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, lastly, I want to remind the people of Plateau that what binds us together supersedes whatever that divides us.
Analysts say the move strengthens the APC's position in Plateau State ahead of the 2027 general elections, positioning the party for greater influence in the region. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for BTV News.
Justice Emmanuel Subilim of the National Industrial Court has ordered workers of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, to suspend their ongoing industrial action pending the hearing and determination of the originating summons. The order was made while ruling on the application filed by the Minister of FCT, Yesu Wike, seeking a court directive compiling striking FCT workers to return to work. The report.
The National Industrial Court has ordered the suspension of the ongoing strike by workers in the Federal Capital Territory FCT following a suit filed by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. In its ruling, the court emphasized that any industrial action, including strikes, must be suspended once a dispute has been formally referred to the court for determination. The decision is based on Section 18(1) of the Trade Dispute Act, which mandates that ongoing strikes be halted to allow for the resolution of disputes. The court noted that the filing of the suit by originating summons by the FCT Minister constitutes a formal referral of the matter to the National Industrial Court. It further warned that failure to comply with Section 18 of the Trade Dispute Act could attract sanctions. The court highlighted that public interest and the need to maintain industrial peace outweigh any inconvenience that may arise from suspending the strike. Countering the FCT Minister James Onoja, another senior advocate of Nigeria, welcomed the ruling, describing it as a necessary step towards resolving the dispute.
The union is that they should allow industrial harmony, they should go back to work and give opportunity for mediation, because to me it's like a family matter, and this is an opportunity that the union should take this opportunity for settlement so that there will be industrial harmony.
However, counsel to the respondent, Maxwell Okpara, stated that the grievances raised by the workers must be addressed appropriately.
They're trying to reach out to the minister, but the minister refused to see them. And they went on strike, which is the only instrument a worker, an employee can use to express his grievances. And my lord said, since the matter is in court, matter cannot be in court, and you continue with the strike. Call off your strike, go back to work while we adjudicate on it.
The workers had embarked on industrial action over unresolved welfare issues, including 5 months of unpaid salaries, long-standing promotion arrears, and what they described as poor working conditions. The court has adjourned the matter until March 25th for further hearing. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for BTV News.
In Rivers State, the All Progressive Congress APC has elected its candidates for the upcoming by-elections to fill 2 vacant seats in the Rivers State House of Assembly. The candidates emerged from party primaries held in Ahonda East and Gokana local government areas. The report.
This was the valedictory sitting held in December 2023 in honor of Dean Barilo, a state lawmaker who died in September that year. His seat and that of Edison, who resigned in October 2024, have been vacant for more than a year. With a date announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission for elections to fill the vacancy, the APC is set to participate. Against the backdrop of evolving political alliance, the party's delegates converged on Government Technical College to affirm the sole candidate for Awada East constituency, Napoleon.
Engineer Omar Shehu Denje hereby certify that Okalip Napoleon M, having scored the highest number of votes cast, is hereby declared winner.
My people knows whom Okalip Napoleon is. Okalip Napoleon is a man to the grassroots. It's a man to all minds in my constituency. Both the learned and none. They will enjoy.
For Kana constituency 2, delegates elected Olabari Lolo at the party's primary held at the community primary school in town.
To say a very big thank you to the electorate, to the leadership of the party, to everyone who put their confidence in me. And I want to say that I am very happy, and I promise not to let you down.
We don't have other parties here. What we have here is a rainbow coalition, and by the special grace of God, she will come out victorious on the 21st. It's a matter of days from now.
You know that women constitute a majority of the voting population of every area, you know, so we expect that they will come out in their numbers on the 21st and come to, you know, vote for her so she will win, vote for the party.
With the window for congresses and primaries now closed, attention shifts to the campaigns, which INEC says will run from February 8th to 19th, 2026. Favor Kolawole reporting for Beetv News.
The federal government has announced plans to deploy military veterans to help secure Nigeria's ungoverned spaces and boost economic activities in conflict-affected areas. This follows the inauguration of an 18-member committee by the Minister of Defense, General Christopher Musa, retired, tasked with reclaiming these spaces and repositioning the Nigerian Legion Corps of commissionaries and veterans. The committee was inaugurated at the Ministry of Defense headquarters in Abuja, with the minister represented by the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Richard Flilangwa. General Musa said the initiative will complement ongoing military operations by bringing experienced veterans into local security and development efforts, especially in areas with limited state presence. The move represents a strategic shift towards a more inclusive and sustainable approach to national security, focusing on addressing the socio-economic drivers of insecurity rather than relying solely on military offensives. Traders in Onitsha main market in Anambra State have rejected the lockdown imposed by Governor Chukwuma Soludo, defying the directive to end the Monday sit-at-home order. Hundreds of traders took to the streets in protest against the governor's decision to shut down the market for 1 week. Governor Soludo had criticized the continued adherence to the sit-at-home order, questioning why shops remain closed despite the relative peace and calm in Anambra State. He subsequently ordered the closure of Onitsha main market until next Monday, warning that repeated violations could attract stiffer sanctions.
We decided to lock down the shops. It's an abuse of power, totally. An abuse of power. And it's very bad. As you can see, all the traders, some are staging protests, which is very cool, peaceful protests. So we just hope that they do something about it because it's very bad.
That's what I can say about that opening on Monday, because
I can't be the first to come. Because automatically if I come, anything can happen. I may lose my life. So since others are not coming, there's nothing I can do about it. Because there's no security. You can't just tell us to open on Monday and no security. Anything can happen. I believe that some have lost their life because of this. So there's no way of coming here on Monday. There's no security. Then today being Tuesday, they just use the security to around this area, say that we
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has asked the Senate to approve a bill seeking to amend the Court of Appeal Act, proposing to increase the number of justices from 70 to 110. The move is part of reforms aimed at strengthening Nigeria's appellate justice system. The request was conveyed in a letter addressed to Senate President Godswill Akpabio and read at yesterday's plenary. According to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the proposed amendments are designed to enhance the institutional capacity, efficiency, and effectiveness of the Court of Appeal. He explained that the reforms align with constitutional provisions and reflect emerging realities within Nigeria's justice sector. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has received the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Shehu Usman Otsidi, in Abuja. The meeting focused on expanding access to affordable housing for police personnel nationwide. The visit is part of efforts to strengthen collaboration between the Nigerian Police Force and the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria in addressing housing challenges faced by officers and men of the force. During the meeting, the Inspector General emphasized the decent accommodation remains critical to the welfare, morale, and operational effectiveness of police personnel.
The Nigerian Police Force recognizes the critical role being played by the Federal Mortgage Bank, especially in the area of promoting affordable housing, financial inclusion, and social stability for Nigerians, including public servants. And we in Nigerian Police, we believe that institutional partnership like the one the Nigerian Police is having with the Federal Mortgage Bank is very crucial, and it contributes significantly to
And now to the business sector. The Central Bank of Nigeria has approved a temporary measure allowing importers to use National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control NAFDAC license that expired on December 31st, 2025 for import documentation. The decision is extended to provide short-term relief to businesses affected by recent changes in Nigeria's trade processing framework. The report.
The approval was communicated in a circular issued on January 26, 2026 by the CBN Trade and Exchange Department and published on the bank's website. Under the directive, authorized dealer banks are permitted to continue processing Form M application using the expired NAFDAC licenses. The temporary dispensation takes immediate effect and will last for 2 months, ending on February 28, 2026. The circular was signed by Aliyu M. Ashiro on behalf of the Director of the Trade and Exchange Department. The federal government has begun addressing Nigeria's estimated 4 trillion naira power sector debt as 5 power generation companies signed a settlement agreement under the Presidential Power Sector Debt Reduction Program. This followed the issuance of 501 billion naira bond aimed at clearing long-standing payment arrears in the electricity sector. The bond issued in Lagos reportedly achieved 100% subscription, attracting strong interest from pension funds, banks, asset managers, and other institutional sectors. This response signaled renewed investor confidence in the government's electricity market reforms and its strategy for resolving legacy challenges in the power sector. The program, championed by President Bola Tinubu, seeks to settle debt owed to power generation companies for electricity supplied over the past decade, debts that had strained liquidity, weakened company balance sheets, and discouraged investment. At the signing ceremony, the managing director of Nigerian Bulk Electricity Trading PLC, John C. Akinawo, described the initiative as a historic and defining moment for Nigeria's power sector. The International Air Transport Association has warned that international airlines are under increasing financial strain as billions of dollars in ticket revenues remain trapped in several countries due to foreign exchange restriction. According to IATA, these blocked funds prevent airlines from accessing money and from ticket sales, posing a growing challenge to their operation. In an article by IATA's Senior Vice President for External Affairs, Thomas Rennert, he said the situation threatens global air connectivity and economic growth. He explained that blocked funds are revenues and in local currency that airlines cannot convert to US dollars because of government control or foreign exchange shortages, despite having already provided services. Reinert noted that while airlines generate revenue worldwide, most of their major expenses, such as aircraft purchases, maintenance, and staff costs, are paid in US dollars at their home bases. He stressed that international air service agreements are meant to guarantee airlines the right to repatriate their earnings, enabling them to meet financial obligations and maintain safe and reliable operations. Favor Kolawole reporting for
And now to the global sector. U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement personnel, ICE, are set to support security operations for the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan and Cortina, Italy, a U.S. embassy source confirmed on Tuesday, triggering significant political controversy in the host nation. The report.
According to the source, agents from ICE Homeland Security Investigation Division will assist the U.S. State Diplomatic Security Service in vetting and mitigating risks posed by transitional criminal organizations during the game, which is scheduled from February 6 to February 22. Officials emphasize that the ICE personnel will not conduct immigration enforcement or exercise operational authority in Italy. Italian government bodies will retain full control over public safety and security. HRS involvement, the embassy said, is limited to supporting diplomatic security and assessing threats behind the scene. Despite this assurance, the announcement has sparked a public and political backlash across Italy. Critics point to ICE's controversial record in the United States, particularly recent enforcement actions that have drawn widespread criticism, and argue that its presence at an international event undermines Italian values and sovereignty. Milan's mayor Giuseppe Sala was among the most vocal opponents, describing ICE as a militant that kills and stating he does not want the agency's agents to enter Italian territory during the Olympics. Other political figures and parties have called for ICE to be banned from participating or questioning the judgment of allowing its involvement. The Italian Interior Minister has sought to calm tensions, reaffirmed that all security operations will remain under Italian authorities and that the ICE role is limited to U.S. diplomatic support. A parliamentary briefing on the issue is expected ahead of the game. The controversy highlights broad tensions in U.S.-Italian relationship and domestic Italian politics at the moment, where the country is preparing to host one of the world's largest international sports events. Precious Agbolaho reporting for Beetv News.
Afrobeat star Davido Adeleke has stirred reactions online after sharing a controversial request to his wife, inspired by a viral video of American streamer Aisha Speed enjoying a special pampering session in Ghana. The report.
The singer posted a video on his Instagram story showing Aisha Speed being pampered by multiple women while in Ghana. In the clip, the streamer is seen receiving massages as the women smile and interact with him, prompting reactions from viewers online. Reacting to the video, Davido jokingly asked his wife for permission to be treated in the same manner hinting that he wanted to experience a similar pampering session. While some fans took the post lightly, others criticized the singer, referencing past controversies surrounding his alleged baby mama, Anu Adeleke, the media attention it generated. In another development, streamer Kolu denies knowing the woman who alleged to be his mother as he opened up more about his family. Earlier, a video had made the round after a lady claimed that she is the mother of Kolu. She had lamented over neglect, claiming that he had left her in a village and not receiving any support from him. He noted that his mother had passed away, although his father is still alive and he has some brothers, but he isn't related, nor thus he know who the woman is. Kolu expressed his anger over the claim, warning that he would arrest the woman and the man in the video over the allegation they were running around with. Award-winning actor and DJ Sir Idris Elba has been fined after he was caught breaking a 20 mph 32-kilometer speed limit while riding his scooter along Chelsea Embankment in London. Sir Idris, known for starring in Luther and The Wire, was recorded traveling at 28 mph late June. He was given a €147 fine at Westminster Magistrate Court, as well as 3 penalty points on his license, in order to pay €110 in cost and a €59 victim surcharge. The Metropolitan Police presented 3 images to the court showing Sir Idris, 53, after his mopping triggered a speed camera on the morning of 21st June. The incident came a day after it was announced that the actor was collaborating with the King on the Netflix film marking 50 years of Charles' charity, the King's Trust, formerly the Prince Trust. The actor was knighted for his own charity work in the New Year honors. Favor Kolawole reporting for Beetv News.
And lastly, on today's bulletin, with only months of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which Mexico will co-host with the United States and Canada, a deadly attack at a community football game has renewed concerns about security in one of the host nations. The incident occurred in the central Mexican town of Loma de Flores, where football is promoted as a way to steer young people away from drug cartel violence. Armed men stormed a local football ground near Salamanca in Guanajuato State on Sunday as families were gathered, killing 11 people in what authorities believe was a score-settling attack between rival criminal gangs. Local and federal officials confirmed the death toll, while 10 others were injured by gunfire, including a woman and a minor. Witnesses said the shooting lasted between 15 and 20 minutes, leaving the community in shock and anger. The massacre has sent fresh shockwaves through violence hits Mexico and raised questions about safety as the country prepares to host matches during the global football tournament. And that is the size of our news package for tonight. Many thanks for joining us on Beetv Major News at 6. I remain Evelyn Izibili. Thank you and have a good night.